Hey, happy Whisker Wednesday. I got two more cuties for you guys to adopt. Plus, joining me in hour number 2, another cutie, Tre Tutson. Plus, we got a lot to get to that we didn't get to yesterday. It's a Whisker Wednesday on Barry on Deck. Lego.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, I tried to be slick, April 14th, 2021, and this is episode number 232 of the show. I can't remember this shit, okay? I mean, I know I type it in myself, and I don't fucking remember all this, all right? It's a stride. My memory is bad, and it's getting worse. The older I get, which, by the way, I realized this week, I'm going to turn 47 this year. I feel like my life is over. I feel like, this entertainment, I feel like, is a young man's game. I'm fucked. I'm 47 and I haven't done a goddamn thing yet. So I was in a sad mood all week, but we got to deal with it. I got nothing else. I'm not going back to IT. That is also a young man's game. So just fucking deal with it. Hey, we got a busy show today. I'm excited about it because joining me in hour number 2, my buddy, my pal, a favorite of the deckheads and the folks that watch this show. Even if you don't count yourself as a deckhead, you're just a casual viewer. That's fine. But everybody loves Tre Tutson, so he's going to be joining me in hour number 2. If you haven't picked up on the pattern on what we're doing on this show as of late, Monday, I'm solo. Tuesday, Christopher Hart joins me. Wednesday, I've been trying to have a 1-hour guest for the show. Thursday is Kelly Eco. Friday is Jerome Solomon. That's kind of the schedule. So the Wednesday guest rotates. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is the same. Mondays, I'm usually solo. I kind of like this stride that we're hitting with the show. So I'll be trying to mix in the various guests on Wednesdays, and maybe that makes it fun for you guys. Because I know some of you like solo shows where I don't have a guest. Some of you like when I have a guest. So we got a mixture of both. I think this is going to be the sweet spot for the show going forward. So I'm excited about it. So look for a fun and interesting hour number 2 for sure. Until then, though, we got a lot of stuff to get to that we didn't get to yesterday on the rundown, including the NBA power rankings. We've got to discuss Conor McGregor losing his shit, calling off the fight, but the fight was never called off, or some, I don't know. So there's other things. I have this story that I want to discuss about the XFL and the CFL possibly doing a crossover, and do you even give a fuck? We'll get to all that and more. But before we do any of that, we got to do the chat. We must do the chat because I don't know, we have a moderator that is the greatest deckhead in the world today. Justin Swinford was first in, first on, first like, first super chat, triple crown fucking winner, lamb bomb, bitches. Congratulations, Justin Swinford. Thank you for being a moderator, along with Jeremy Benninger, Luis Zelaya, and Chris Householder. Thank you for being the first ready to go for the show today. Thank you for the first super chat. Thank you for the first like. By the way, if we're all just being above board here, I don't know if they get the first like. There's really no way to tell. We're just going to assume that everybody that's first and gets the first super chat also gets the first like. There's just no way for me to know that. So it's a given. All right. And if you don't like it, here, hold on. If you don't like that, I got this. Okay. Listen, let's get to the chat. Marvin Wingfield, you were so close, buddy. You were second. Hey, Shelby. It's so good to have Shelby in the mix. By the way, I just want to say this. I was telling somebody that I'm very proud that the deckhead community has such a strong female base to it. Like, there are I don't know if you guys have noticed this. There are a lot of female deckheads. When you compare the landscape to sports talk radio and sports in general, and like our per capita for female deckheads, pretty fucking strong. And I'm very proud of that. So Shelby, welcome to the mix. Love having you here. Love getting more female deckheads involved. Appreciate you so much. Donna, speaking of the matriarch of the female deckheads, is here. Jesus Perez is in the building. Francisco Abarca, what's up, dog? Man, me and Francisco and House and Harpy were fucking killing it last night on the Twitch after the Devil's Threesome. So that was a good time. There's the super chat. Thank you, buddy. Steven the Weather Guy with his weather update. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 77 degrees, dew point 73 degrees, scattered showers, 80% chance ERCOT can go fuck itself. What did ERCOT do? Nora said that there may have been they were asking people to conserve yesterday. I mean, my only thought on that was it's fucking April. It's not even the heat of July and August yet, and we're already asking people to conserve. That's kind of fucking weird. So if that's what you're talking about, yeah, they can go fuck themselves. But I haven't heard of any outages or issues yet. So Josh did not get it. Sorry, buddy. Total Dallas in the building. Who else? John Dory's here. What's up, homie? Uriel Villanueva, Alan Denson, G-Man. What's up, Playboy? Truckin' Taco, Walt, my guy. What's up, dog? Jeff Bell in the building, the inventor of the Triple Crown. Ray Lucio, my brother-in-law. What's up, homie? Hope you and the crew are doing well and being safe out there. Aaron J. Bryant in the building, our resident Falcons fan. Keith Sager. Fidel Lamone is here with the Lamb Bombs. PK, who is an integral part of Whisker Wednesday here. House, speaking of House, there he is. Gregory Vega Jr. Please tell Pops I said hello. Please. Thank you. Christopher Mina with 2 screens today. I'm digging this shit. Let's go. What else? Who else? Alex Villanueva, CC, my sweetie, Tony Garza. What's up, homie? Virginia Buttonweed is here. Speaking of Virginia Buttonweed, gotta say this. I gotta do this update. We haven't done a Barry on Deck Pirates update in a very long time. And if you don't know, Virginia Buttonweed has been instrumental in getting the Barry on Deck name on the back of a baseball jersey. Let me explain. So we are the sponsors of the Bel Air Little League Pirates. It is the Barry on Deck Pirates, and all of that is thanks to Virginia Buttonweed. His kids on the team, and he thought, hey, this will be dope. Let's put this fledgling YouTube. I hope they don't tune in for this. This fledgling YouTube fuckface's name on the back of these kids' jerseys, so that way when they all go to YouTube and view it, they're like, Mom, this man has a potty mouth. But we are the official sponsor of the Bel Air Pirates. So just for the record, when I have the opportunity and the time, I try to catch a game. Virginia Buttonweed does a good job of posting the links on Discord so we can watch our Barry on Deck Pirates play. Got to catch some of it last night. Rough game. Rough outing early on. Got run limited in the first inning. But my boys are tough. They are resilient. They are scrappers. They do not quit. Now their record, 4-6-1, but it is not reflective of the attitude of this team. And I am proud to have my name on the back of these kids' jerseys because they go out there 100% every time. No crying, they go out and they play ball like it's supposed to be played. So props to the Bel Air Pirates. Happy to be a part of it. And thank you, Virginia Buttonweed. We are halfway through the season. They are in 7th place out of 10. They got them right where they want them. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Who else is here? Nick, what's up, player? Good to see you got a new streak going, man. Thank you. Brandon Martinez, what's up, dog? Jen is here. Hi, Jen. Jen, I'm going to get with you because I might need you to take over the crafting. You and PK. I may get you guys to team up and take over the crafting of the nonprofit docs because if we don't get that going, it's just never going to happen. So I may need y'all to step in for that. House loves him some Trey. For sure. Terrence J's in the building. Leave a shot. What's up? By the way, last night, fun times. If you missed it, John Westling, Mike Liebeschock, and myself hopped on my Twitch stream and just did an impromptu show once again. We call it the Devil's Threesome just for fun. If you missed the first one, you would know why we do that. But we talked sports and kicked it and had a good time. If you've missed that, we're going to do it again. Go to twitch.tv/Barry is funny to catch the replay. But we do plan on doing more of those shows. In fact, that may just become a thing. It may just be a new show. Stick around. Things are in the works. Terrence J, what's up, dog? Black Sheep is here. Q Childs, my dog. What's up, man? I appreciate you. Sydney, hello, Sid. Hello. Donna. Hi, Donna. You're the best. Total Dallas. Marty Z, I see you. Richard Vales. Aaron Little. Let's go. Let's all go. Okay, let's get it. Oh, I almost missed the super chat. What's up, PK? Hi, Mimi. Speaking of female deckheads that are awesome, there's Mimi right there. And Sylvia. Yeah, all the ladies checking in. I fucking love it. I'm telling y'all right now. Francisco, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He sent in $2. He said, I think I'm getting the hang of this Call of Duty. That was the line of the night last night. After he gets absolutely murdered, he goes, I think I'm getting the hang of this. No, you watched somebody kill your teammate. You're a raggedy bitch, and you know. What's up, Eric Resendez, Marty Z? All right, let's get this. Let's get this show going. We're going to start it, well, get your shot glasses. That's how we're going to start it, God damn it. We have to. We have a birthday in the building. I don't even know if he's here today. I haven't seen his name. Sometimes people show up. Like, there's 47 people watching right now. And I got to read that from Virginia Budwee. That is funny as fuck. There's 47 people. So some of y'all never chat, which I find interesting. 48 people. Some of you never type anything in the chat, and that's okay. So I don't know if he's here or not, but we have a birthday today. One of our deckheads who's on the Discord. Go get your shots. Go get your beer, your alcohol. Justin Swinford, rip the bong. Do what you need to do. But this goes out to Jared Taylor. Jared, happy birthday, my friend. Thank you for being a deckhead and part of the Patreon family and the Discord. And I also want to say I hope you have a great day. I hope you get some roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into. Cheers, buddy. Happy birthday. Smooth. Ugh, I just drooled a little bit. By the way, I wanted to say this. When I was talking about sponsoring the Little League team, all thanks to Virginia Button, he said, everyone in Bel Air thinks a new seafood restaurant is opening called Barry on Deck. All right. That's fucking dickhead. Happy birthday, Jared. What happened? Is Jen arguing with people? Uh-oh. Jen. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Here's your headlines for the day in case you missed it. And then we're going to get to the, where's my headlines at? There's my, oh, what the hell? Well, that didn't work out. Jake Odorizzi, big flop in his Astros debut. If you watched it last night, good for you. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss much. Pretty awful game. I was glad I was streaming. Watched about the first 35, 40 minutes and thought, well, I don't need to see any more of this shit. So Astros look bad, have dropped 2 of 3 to Detroit. Not a good look. As good as they started, they have looked just as bad over their last 4. The Browns have finally signed Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year deal worth up to $10 million. So he will be on the opposite side of Myles Garrett, at least for a year. Lawyers are filing assault complaint versus Rams Aaron Donald. And I got to admit, I just copied this headline and I meant to actually go read what the charges are so that I could tell you guys about, an educated opinion on this. No idea. So let's explore it together. I'll give you this other one here. What the hell's going on with my internet's all frosted it up. Where the fuck? Here we go. So, it says that an attorney filed a criminal complaint against pass rusher Aaron Donald with Pittsburgh police, saying the defensive tackle and others assaulted his 26-year-old client at an after-hours club last week. I was like, who the fuck said that? Oh, Rangers. Yeah, that's true. It says, we believe there's a misunderstanding that Mr. Spriggs bumped into Mr. Donald. Mr. Donald escalated the matter. So, assaults charges, like most of the time when this happens, I fully expect this to just go away. Usually a guy like that's going to get a few bucks for a scuffle in a club with an NFL player, and he's going to be happy and got his 15 minutes, and that'll be over with. Also, if you didn't hear, Major League Baseball is experimenting with two more. What's up, Frank Ruiz? Good to have you, buddy. Major League Baseball is experimenting with two different rule changes that they're going to be doing in the Atlantic League. One is they're moving the mound back a foot. The reason they're doing this, if you're not hip to it, is right now it's 60 feet 6 inches from the mound to, or from the rubber to home plate. They're going to move it back an extra 12 inches, a Congo foot. And what they're going to do, the purpose of this is it allows the batter more time to make a decision on how to hit the ball or what the pitch might be. So this just gives a batter more time to make a decision. The reason they're doing this, offense. Strikeouts have been going up over the last 15 years every single year. They feel like offense is down. So they're trying to do some different rule changes that might stoke some more offensive productivity in baseball, and moving the mound back a foot gives a batter, when you think about it, they have a 1/10 of a second to make a decision. So every foot literally counts in baseball, especially when you're at the plate. So we'll see how that goes. Also, they are planning on doing what's called a double hook, and they're going to do that for the entirety of the Atlantic baseball season. The Atlantic League, I should say. What that means is right now, when you have a DH, if you remove your starting pitcher, your DH is still the DH. But they're saying the double hook is once you take your starter out, you lose your DH, and now your pitcher has to bat. So what they're trying to do also is get these teams to leave their starters in as long as possible and not remove them after 3 or 4 innings. They want them in there for 5, 6, 7 innings, because once you take your starter out now in the Atlantic League, you are going to lose your DH at the same time. That's what the double hook rule is. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I like that. I'm okay with moving the mound back. Not sure I like this double hook rule. Seems kind of stupid. Justin said that's playing with the game way more than electronic strike zone. How do the OGs feel about this? I think this is like moving the 3-point line back or forward or whatever. I think once I'm okay with it, to be honest with you, and I'm not a baseball purist, but I think there's nothing wrong with the electronic strike zone either. You got to get the call right. That's the point. Have you seen some of the videos and the social media posts with what's his name? Joe West, is that his name? And fucking Angel Hernandez and these strike zones and how bad they are? There's nothing wrong with getting it right using electronics and technology. That's not changing the game. Billy Keller said, no way they should move the mound back. Why not? Why not? I mean, look, it used to be closer than it is now, but pitchers got so good they had to move it back. Then batters got so good they had to raise the mound to give pitchers an advantage there. So they've tinkered with this stuff in the past. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if the whole point is to level the playing field, which is what essentially they're doing, that's why they're monitoring our pitchers' spin rates going up, because they're using substances. They're trying to level the playing field, and right now pitchers have a distinct advantage over hitters when it comes to offensive production. So, but I'm open to your reasoning, Billy. Give it to me. Rudolph, what's up, homie? Appreciate you and the message as always. Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Back the fuck up. Amos said it sounds like pitchers are going to have to get back on steroids. Well, I mean, there is that. Christopher Mina, I know this will put me in timeout. I just wanted to let the fans know quarterfinals for Champions League has started. Get a second screen. Yeah, enjoy your 5-minute timeout. Do we have a moderator here that can, this soccer talk has got to stop. Do we have a moderator that can give Christopher Mina a 5-minute timeout for that bullshit ass waste of fucking time? What's up, Stephen Luther? How are you, man? Thanks for being here. I love you, Christopher Mina. We'll see you in 5 minutes with that bullshit ass soccer talk. All right, that's your sports headlines for the day. As you know, it is Whisker Wednesday, and we have I need to get an intro for this, really. But we have some adorable animals for you guys to adopt today. Hold on. Pause for the cause. Wait a goddamn minute. The OG has spoken. So G-Man said, why not move the mound back down? Not a bad idea. Andy Huggins said move the bases to 85 feet from 90. More infield hits. More steals. That's not a bad idea either. And see, and again, I'm not opposed to that. And that is an old school OG baseball fan right there. Hates the DH. That's how old school Andy is. He thinks guys shouldn't even be allowed to wear helmets. If you get hit in the head, be a man. Stand
Pull
up.
your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
That's what Andy thinks. What up, buddy? Good to see you, homie. I would be okay with that, Andy. Move the bases in a few feet. Move the mound back a little bit. None of that bothers me. Oh. Well, Andy just said sarcasm. Okay. Well, now I just got played like a fiddle. Eric Resendez says, since no soccer update can be seen or talked here on, I'm out for today. Need to keep an eye on the scores. Got some money on the games. You can't do both, Eric? You can't do both? I love how the soccer folks get so upset at this bit. It's legitimately a joke. I don't give a fuck if you talk soccer in the chat. I'm not doing the updates on the show. But I love that some of the soccer guys get so mad at and it is a bit. It is a joke. I mean, yeah, you get timed out, but who gives a fuck? You're right back. No. And I still don't know how to say it. I'm calling it dog coin. I don't know. No. We're not talking to that. Aluminum bats, shut up. Now you guys are all being sarcastic jerks because Andy got me. I don't like it. Eric's going to leave the show because we don't do soccer up. This is all going to hell in a handbasket. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I can't make everybody happy. 90% of the people on this show don't give a shit about soccer. Boy. All right, let's keep rolling. It's Whisker Wednesday, so let's get to it. Special Pals brings you Whisker Wednesday every single Wednesday. I mean, they don't bat. They give us the kitties. They're not paying for it. Don't get it twisted. Special Pals open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. for adoptions. All dogs and cats that are adopted from Special Pals come fully vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, and are up to date on their flea and heartworm prevention medications. All you got to do is go to specialpals.org. If you like one of the animals that you see today or in the past, they'll be available for adoption. And you can check out the ones that we don't feature on this show as well. So make sure you go do that. Specialpals.org is the website if you are curious. Here's what I have for you today. First of all, let's look at Missy. Oh, look at that cutie. Kind of looks like Oliver, if I'm being honest. Missy has a very Oliver vibe to her. She's a calico kitty. She was brought in as a stray and brought to Special Pals in March. About 2 years old, prefers to hang out inside the cat cave. So she's, on the catio. She's a bit of a loner, and most cats are, and that's okay. She does show interest in playing with strings and fascinators. I don't know what that is, but most of the time she's chilling, which, hey, that's the beautiful thing about kitties. They'll chill. You don't have to fuck with them. So this is Missy. If you want to adopt Missy, go to specialpals.org. And when you adopt Missy, just like any animal you adopt from Special Pals, they're going to be fully vaccinated, microchipped, spayed or neutered, up to date on flea and heartworm, all that. It's going to be great. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. So go adopt Missy. But if you're looking for a dog, hold on to your tits, everybody, because this next dog might be the cutest dog we have featured on Barry on Deck. I don't want to hype it up. I don't want to make it too big. But Turk might be the cutest fucking dog we've ever featured on Barry. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that cutie patootie right there. He is a 3-year-old bully mix who came from an overcrowded shelter in South Texas. Turk's been living in a foster home, getting used to family life. And he's been doing great. His foster family says he's a big, cuddly boy and he gets along great with other dogs. Basically, what that means is there's no reason for one of you to go adopt Turk right now. Look at that face. Look at that. He's even got my beard. Look at that. Look at the little whiskers below his nose. He's got my facial hair. But go adopt Turk. I mean, seriously, maybe the cutest animal we have featured on Whisker Wednesday, and we have featured a lot of them. So if you want to go adopt Turk, I don't know how he has not been adopted yet. If you want to do that, go to specialpals.org. Turk's on the website. You can check him out. And again, all the dogs and cats adopted, vaccinated, microchipped, spayed, neutered, all that. All you got to do, pick out the animal you want. It's one-stop shopping. It's super easy. Christopher Mean said, worth it, bitches. Special Pals, Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. And PK asked if I would remind you guys that they are having a Barks and Brews. Who are we plugging here? Brewskis and Tito's? I'm going to have to send them a bill. Just kidding. Brewski's Pub and Patio is where the Special Pals, what is this called? Barks and Brews. But they have a kissing booth where you can bring your animal, your pup. It's BYOP, bring your own pup. They are dog friendly. And I guess I could read the whole thing. She said, where the hell did it go? She sent me all the stuff. I didn't have it open. Brewskis and Katie. Hold on. I'm going to do the read. Just slowing down the goddamn show, Katie. Jesus. Here it is right here. I'm going to just read it like she wrote it. Come out to Brewskis. Come out for fun with Special Pals, Brewskis, and Tito's Handmade Vodka. Bring your own pup. It's BYOP to the dog-friendly patio. Snag a photo in the Tito's kissing booth. Special Pals will have a bunch of adoptable dogs for you to meet. Hopefully Turk will be there. Yes, Turk is going to be there. Hell yeah. Turk will be there this Saturday, April 14th from 2 to 7 p.m. Try a Tito's Greyhound and Barky Mary. Okay. Listen, a Barky Mary. I'm so angry at you, Katie, for putting that bullshit in this read. A Barky Mary. Did House write that for you? Not a Bloody Mary. A Barky Mary?
Who the fuck is that guy?
It makes me so angry. But Turk is going to be there. So make sure you get out to Brewskis and Katie. I really want Turk. I'm not lying. If Nora would let me get a dog, I might actually adopt Turk. He is so cute. Eric Resendez, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He said, that was planned either way, Barry. I will listen to the show on Podbean and then later watch on YouTube for the visuals. Oh, okay. I will give you that. I will give you that. Eric Resendez has said all along, thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. But he says, look, it's a struggle for me to listen live. Please go back to the Podbean live, which I need to do, but it's not working really good because I'm on a 5-year-old laptop right now streaming this show, and I need to get over to the PC. I just need to commit to do it. Here's the honest reason why I haven't jumped over to the PC yet. It's going to be brand new software, and there's going to be a lot of problems, and I'm right in the middle of trying to grow this fucking show. The last thing I need is more tech issues. So I'm a little nervous about trying out new shit right in the middle of a growth cycle, I guess you could say. Oh my God, Donna, please. Of course, everybody's got Katie's back on this. Oh, Barky Mary's great. Puns are great. Shut up. PK said I made up the drink menu names. I love you, PK, and you know that. But the Greyhound is good. The Barky Mary, don't love it. Not a fan. No, I still haven't switched house. I'm supposed to do that in May. I'm hesitant. What? You know what? You shut up, Alan Denson. Tech issues? I hate y'all so much. I'm nervous. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Y'all want me to just do it tomorrow? It's going to be a clusterfuck. I mean, it's going to be an absolute clusterfuck. Maybe I'll do it Friday. Maybe the first time I do it will be hour number 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, look. Some of the folks that are now streaming are all like, hey, tech issues aren't funny. Oh, don't. Tech issues are a real thing. Oh, look, all the streamers now are sensitive about tech issues. I remember when PK and guys like House and KD, before they were streaming, used to talk all that tech issue shit. Damn it, CC. We love you. We'll see you. Go enjoy your meeting. Yeah, I know. I got to just do it. Okay. That's Special Pals. That was Whisker Wednesday. Hey, I just want to plug something real quick. If you'll humor me, just go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. It supports the show. It keeps us on the air. It keeps me going. It allows me to pay the light bill every now and then. Super easy to support the show. Patreon.com/Barry on Deck. There are 2 tiers. The official Deckhead tier emails have gone out. Thanks to Jen. Emails have gone out to everybody that's on the $2 tier, letting you know it is going away. If you signed up for the annual, I will refund you the money. But the $2 tier is going away. So if you still want access to the Discord, if you still want access to the discounts for merch and free shipping and the live shows on Friday, the 3rd hour, and the extra show during the month, then you need to sign up for either the big Deckhead or the huge Deckhead tier. There's still options to do that annually, so you don't get billed every month. You can just do it one time, get a 10% discount, and you're done. All that's available on patreon.com/Barry on Deck. And yes, it supports me and supports the show. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. You guys are the core of what keeps this going. Yes, we have advertisers. Yes, I get a very small amount from YouTube. Yes, there are but the Patreon, if you really love this show, if you really want to see it be successful, the Patreon is the best way to support this show, hands down. It is the absolute core of what keeps us going. And that means it's you guys. You control this. You make sure that we stay on air. I mean, the whole reason the Suspects died was money. It was advertising. It was support. I mean, we had a great fan base, but I didn't have an advertiser. I didn't have a single person supporting me on the show. So don't let this happen. Don't let Barry on Deck die. Go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. Total Dallas is fucking with House. He said, your gulag performance are tech issues. Nah, I mean, House is pretty good. I think you're barking up the wrong tree here, Total Dallas. We've all seen you play. You're pretty shitty at Call of Duty. I don't think I'd be throwing stones like that. It's pretty bad. He sucks, guys. Okay, let's get to more sports. I want to talk about this Conor McGregor deal. Because I don't know what to think about this story. So if you haven't heard, Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fought for the second time. McGregor lost. It was pretty nasty. It was a pretty nasty knockout. But they were very cordial to each other. They were very nice to each other. And in fact, at one point, Conor McGregor even said, look, I'm going to support your charity. I'm going to give you $500,000 for your charity, Dustin Poirier. And he was like, great. Well, the more that we got into this, the less that they pursued this. And in fact, at one point, what happened was Dustin Poirier was like, look, he's never sent the money. You said you were going to send me $500,000 from my foundation or my charity, whatever it is. You didn't do that. And McGregor said, I have been asking you to give me the details about where the money's going to go. I'm not just going to give you $500,000. You must be new money. In fact, I'll show you the tweet. He got a little pissed off. He said, you're ripped, you inbred hillbilly. Because this went back and forth forever. He said, why do you wink with your ears? You fucking brain dead hillbilly. $500K with no plan in place? So what he's talking about is this. He said, I want to know where's the money going. If I give you $500,000, you need to tell me, all right, 200,000 is doing this, 100,000 is doing that. And then the other 200,000 is going to go to something else. Like I need receipts. I need to know what that's a lot of money. That's a lot. I don't blame Conor McGregor for wanting to know where his money's going to go. And if you think he's being selfish and he shouldn't have offered it up, that's not how this shit works. Nobody's giving you $500,000 just signing a check. Fuck it. Spend it how you want. Put it in your pocket. And that was kind of McGregor's point. He said, you must be new money. You must be new to money. The fight is off, by the way. I'm going to fight someone else on the 10th. Good luck on your old contract, kid. Which was a veiled threat. Ain't no way he's fighting that. There ain't no way he's getting out of that. Dana White is not letting this trilogy fight not happen. It's not happening. But Conor talked his shit, and then lo and behold, we find out that the fight is back on. They reported it on ESPN that in fact, not only is the fight still happening, but there will be a full capacity crowd in Vegas for UFC's 264 when it's supposed to happen. And he talked about it. McGregor said, I signed my bout agreement this morning. And he said, I'm going to rip this game a new asshole July 10th. The Mac is back in Sin City, full house. So I don't know what all this was. Obviously, it was posturing and hype and probably trying to sell a few pay-per-views. You know, McGregor's good at that. He'll talk shit to anybody. What I think is shitty is that they couldn't make this work for the sake of Dustin Poirier's nonprofit, his foundation or his charity. That's the shitty part in all this, is that it got caught up in the hype, and a $500,000 donation that was promised is probably never going to happen. Now, who's to blame for that? I don't know. But I think if you promise to give somebody $500,000 to their charity, you probably need to make the best effort possible to do so. Now, if that person wants to see an itemized list of where the money would go or how the charity spends their money, that should be okay too. A lot of finger pointing, a lot of blame, just a shame, because in the end of the day, neither one of these guys, it's no sweat off their back. It's the people that would benefit from the charity that are going to suffer from it. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, and that's the thing. It shouldn't be. Every 501(c) has like, all right, this is where we spend our money. They get rated on that stuff, as a matter of fact. So it shouldn't be a big deal, but apparently it is. So that's kind of a shitty thing going on. All right. Before we, I want to talk XFL CFL. There's supposed to be a merger going on. I had this on the show yesterday to discuss, and we didn't get to that. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys about Dan's Seafood and Wings, because it is crawfish season, and I want you guys to have the best crawfish in the city of Houston. So if you're going somewhere else for your crawfish, you're making a mistake. You need to go to Dan's Seafood and Wings. They have don't take my word for it. Ask Donna. Ask CC, ask Fidel Limon, ask Francisco Abarca. They'll tell you. There's CC chiming in right there. I'm telling you, Dan Seafood and Wings is the play for your crawfish. Eatatdans.com is the website. Eat at Dan's on Instagram. Here's some of the options they have for you for your crawfish. Garlic butter seasoning, mild, medium. If you like it spicy, get the extra spicy. Nora loves their spicy shrimp. She loved. Oh, that's right. Katie has gone out. She loved it. She went with CC. I'm telling you guys right now, if you want the best seafood and the best crawfish in the city of Houston, go to Dan's. Eatatdans.com. 2 locations, one on the southwest side off of South Gessner, one on the northeast side off of Uvalde. Either way, it's Dan's Seafood and Wings. For the best seafood in the city of Houston, go to eatatdans.com. All right, back to the sports. Now, the XFL struggled. I mean, they've been trying to get this thing relevant for a while. And what's up, John Wesley? Oh man, last night was a blast. If you guys missed it, you fucking missed it. Twitch.tv/Barry is funny. Go catch the replay. We had an absolute ball talking sports and shooting the shit. It was good times had by all for sure. So go check it out. And as I said, if you missed it at the beginning, there's some things in the works. So stay tuned for that. Now, this whole XFL CFL thing. The XFL has been trying to be relevant for a while. CFL has been doing its own thing in Canada forever. They're actually now discussing a possible, that's not the right slide. They are actually now discussing what they want to do as far as a crossover title game. And if you forgot, The Rock has taken over the XFL. Now, okay. So how said I thought the XFL was doing well until the pandemic? The XFL was doing well compared to what it used to do. Let's not sit here and say the XFL was killing it. They were doing better than what they had done in the past. I will give you that. Every other sport, even some of the smaller, not main 3 sports, survived the pandemic. And that's not their fault. They're just a small, young organization that has been struggling to be relevant and struggling to maintain some level of, profitability. If a pandemic is the downfall of your sports league, then your sports league just wasn't ready. I mean, that sucks, but that's the truth. I'm not knocking the XFL. I'm not saying it was a bad product. I enjoyed it. I thought some of the things they did was cool. Is it the best players in the world? No. It's like watching regional MMA versus the UFC. You might find a gym there now and then, but let's be real. No one's going to sit in this fucking chat and tell me that the XFL was a great product. It was fun. The novelty of it was cool. Everybody had something to rally around, but you didn't sit down and be like, fuck, it's Saturday or Sunday or whenever they come on. Time to watch XFL. And that's not the reality of it. I'm not saying that they can't get to some semblance of relevancy and be a decent product, but they're never going to have the best football players in the world. Just like the CFL is never going to have the best football players in the world. The CFL once every decade has a guy that goes to the NFL and makes some waves. Doesn't even, outside of Doug Flutie and maybe Warren Moon, you can't sit there and tell me that the CFL produces star after star. I mean, that just doesn't happen. That's not the product. Every good football player on the planet goes to the NFL first. Then some get cut, and then they end up where they end up. So the XFL and the CFL are actually looking to collaborate. It said the leagues announced last month they are seeking opportunities to collaborate, including a champion versus champion game, which I think would be kind of dope. It says that the leagues also could organize an all-star game in which players from both leagues participate. According to the report, the collaboration could lead toward the league's ultimate goal of merging. Front Office Sports reported this. I'm going to ask you an honest question. I want you, because some of you are going to be, I'd rather, right here, truck driver, I'd rather watch the XFL over the Texans. Cool. Truck driver Pookie. You couldn't name me 3 XFL players on the Roughnecks outside of the one cat that we all knew. And I still can't remember his name. Let's not sit here and pretend and Westling said it best. Wasn't a great steak, but it was a good burger. It was one of those cool-ass novelty things that we all got a Roughneck shirt and hat and sweatband and whatever. And we all went to a game or two and we enjoyed getting drunk with our friends and didn't give a fuck about how the game ended, to be honest with you. Maybe a few of you, but I feel like most of you are just putting it over and just saying, I loved it. Well, did you? Could you name 10 stars from the XFL? I said name 3 from the Roughnecks. If we're going to have an all-star game for 2 sports leagues, name me 10 names. I can name you 10 Pro Bowlers like that. Could you name 10 All-Stars? Now, does it mean that it allows one guy to shine? I want you to think about that for a second. And I'm not knocking the novelty of how cool this stuff is. I like the leagues. I think it's good that they have them. It's like the minor leagues for the NFL. But let's treat it like that. Let's not try to act like, now there's a big 5. Let's treat it like what it is. But having an all-star game between the XFL and the CFL is like having a minor league the AAA all-star game. You don't know what the fuck that is. And really the difference between the two is one day, some of those guys in the AAA all-star game are probably going to be Major League Baseball players. Rarely are you going to see one of those guys in the XFL CFL all-star game or Super Bowl or whatever the fuck they call it be an NFL player. While I admire them, doing this and trying to build in some relevancy and interest in their leagues, it's just never going to be what they want it to be. I just don't see it happening until you get guys leaving college football and saying, fuck it, I'm going to the XFL. It's not going to happen. And it sucks because there should be room for more, but it's just not a thing. I mean, in sports in general, name another baseball organization better than MLB. Name another basketball organization better than the NBA. Ain't nobody watching the G League or the CBA or Europe basketball. No one gives a shit because the best players on the planet are in the NBA and the NFL. They're not in the MLS, right? So I'm just saying, look, I think it's cool. But at the same time, it's just not it's not a sustainable model. So Sean R., better late than never, buddy. Hey, Rach is here, you guys. What's up, Rach? Another of the awesome female deckheads. Telling you, we got the best female fan base, I guess, core in sports, hands down. PPW said CFL hamstrings itself by requiring a certain percentage of Canadian players on each team. Well, I mean, you know what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to be a Canadian football league. The problem is there's not that many good Canadian football players. The best players in Canada aren't playing for the CFL. They're going to the NFL. It's always going to be a problem. It is always going to be a problem. They're just going to have to deal with that. Virginia Button, we said, can he name 3 Texans? Bullshit. It's all right, Rach. I knew what you meant. She said, what's up, declines? Listen, if you've seen the numbers for this show, that was pretty accurate. Amos said the XFL had achieved being watchable last go-round. I guess it's just my opinion. I just didn't think it was that watchable. I mean, the novelty of it was interesting, but a sustainable long-term league model of watchable football week in and week out. I mean, I took a peek, and I don't believe this for one goddamn second. More people could name 3 Texans than you could name 3 XFL players easily. Sean said, I don't got time for another league. Soccer, football. Okay, yeah. Hey, shut up. I'm allowed. Yeah, Total Dallas has a good point. There are 50 of you watching right now. We only have 37 likes. Come on, 13 people. Like the show. I need an equal number. Come on, fam. Hook it up. Yeah, Sean said, I didn't watch a minute of the XFL. I think look, here's the thing. When it comes to the XFL and its support, there are a few people that are staunch supporters of the product for whatever reason. It's not quality of play on the field. We just need to all be honest about that. It's the novelty of it. It's the fun. It's all those, but it is not the quality of football play on the field. It can't be. I mean, there's moments, there's flashes of it, but it is not the quality, right? And so I think what ends up happening, thank you, Francisco. I think what ends up happening is that you become enamored with the novelty of it, and so you have some staunch supporters, and they are going to be way louder than the rest of us that are just apathetic to the whole thing. The XFL, the CFL, the whatever. See, I think college is way better. Yay, we got to 40 and 1 dislike. Fuck those guys. I do agree with that, CC. The rules did make it a little more fun for a game or two. Right? Rach said, I don't have the emotional stability for another league. Okay. Walt said, XFL was watchable in Houston because they were undefeated. Let them start 0-5. Oh, big facts. You guys going to watch the Roughnecks if they're the worst team in the XFL? Let me answer for you. You're not. You're just not. It's not going to happen. Amos said, I can't name 3 Astros. If you're not into something, you're not going to care. Yeah, but the majority of sports fans could name you 3 Astros. They could name you 3. Hell, I don't know if they could name you 3 Dodgers. But I think you understand my point. The casual football fan in Houston could name you 3 Texans. Now, they might be dumb enough to be like, D-Hop, JJ, Dwayne Brown. No, I mean, but I couldn't tell you current or former XFL Roughnecks. So, you son of a bitch. I'll allow it. Rev said I didn't just watch the Roughnecks. So you watched all of XFL? So Dandy Dan is being at least real with it. I'm not going to watch any team that sucks. I mean, I'll take a peek at the Rockets right now because they suck, by the way. I'll take a peek every now and then just to see what the young kids are up to. See what those little rascals are doing out there on the old court. But yeah, well, most people don't want to watch bad baseball, basketball, or football because it sucks. It's tough to watch week in and week out. And that's okay. Does it make you a bandwagon fan? A little bit. Fuck it. Just own your bandwagonism. Rach said she's going to Cece said I made up my own saying, drill them hard. All right, you guys are freaking out. This isn't the direction this was supposed to go. What else did I want to talk about before we get to a break? It is 2:51. We're about to get to a break here. Conor McGregor, XFL. Oh, I wanted to show you this because I thought this was cool. You may or may not give a shit, and that's okay. But y'all know me. I'm a sucker for a good feel-good story. If you didn't see, Freddie Freeman, good dude, baseball guy, he had hit a home run, and they were in Philly. And a Philly fan eventually got the home run ball. And what he ended up doing was he gave it to a kid who was a Braves fan and a Freddie Freeman fan. So I'm going to share my screen with you real quick because I want you to kind of see this. This is pretty dope. So this was the play right here. Check this out. This was the hold on. Let me go to it. Right here. Let me make this full screen. Let's go here. You guys can see that, right? There we go. So watch this shit. Missed it again. Shut up, Paul. And the guy just said, that's a dad who raised his son right. That is pretty fucking awesome. So the best part of this story isn't that, actually. Well, it probably is. But then Freddie Freeman shows up. Check this out. Let me put it full screen for you.
I hate to interrupt you, Josh, but turn around, buddy. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. You guys are Phillies fans.
So Freddie Freeman shows up, says, I know you're a Phillies fan. I saw your video. Look, how dope is that? He said, I got you a ball. And you can't hear it, but the Phillies, Bryce Harper, and the Braves, Freddie Freeman, both signed the baseball and gave it to that kid. And then you can't hear him, but he's fucking with him about not being able to catch. And you can't hear it at the end, but he said, also very nice to meet you guys. Thanks for doing what you did. That is so fucking dope. I am always 1,000% here for those kinds of stories. So this kid has a chance, catches a home run ball from one of the best hitters and best baseball players in baseball right now, Freddie Freeman, gets that ball, and instead of keeping it, he's probably like, man, fuck the Braves, fuck Freddie Freeman, I don't give a shit. Goes and gives it to a Freddie Freeman fan, and then Freddie's like, all right, dope, I'm going to go. Dude, could you imagine having a baseball signed by Freddie Freeman and Bryce Harper? That's a pretty badass memorabilia item. So good for that kid. He got to meet Freddie Freeman. The dad did as well. Pretty dope story all the way around. Good to see that. Y'all know I'm a sucker for that shit. So no, I didn't get teary-eyed. I was itching. Y'all know I'll cry on this goddamn show if I need to. I don't give a fuck. That old macho bullshit sailed a long time ago. Dandy Dan said, stuff like this is why I love baseball. It's pretty dope. It is pretty dope. Total Dallas said, that's so cool. Ass hat. What? I don't understand that. It's going down in the DMs. Rach said faith in humanity restored. I know. That's the best part. Okay. I have got to pee. We are going to take a break. It is a Whisker Wednesday. So what that means is I have a great video for you. Now PK actually got me this for a couple weeks ago, but I've had so much in the backlog. I didn't use it yet. So I don't think I did. So this Whisker Wednesday video is a special one. It's about animals, of course. So stick around through the break. Coming back from this break, the next hour, comedian Tre, why can't I talk right now? Comedian Tre Tutson is going to join me for the entirety of hour number 2. We're done with topics for the day. Now we're going to shoot the shit and have a great time with Tre Tutson. So stick around for that. You don't want to miss it. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminette. Go poop, go pee, take a 5-minute break. I'll see you on the other side.
It's easy enough to imagine Zsa Zsa here as an online video star. And as David Pogue shows us, she'd have plenty of company.
Behold, the world's first cat video, made by Thomas Edison in 1864. Nobody knows how many likes it got. Since that pioneering masterwork of feline film, viral pet videos have become a cliché of the internet. But as the internet matures, something funny is happening to viral pet videos.
He just really didn't believe in himself.
Something funny and something wonderful.
You know, when we started the company, there was kind of pure fluff, which is, you know, just kind of silly cat videos. We were almost laughing at the cat.
Izzy Learer founded thedodo.com in 2014. Today, its animal videos get 5 billion views a month. They're heartwarming short videos about animals that overcome abuse or medical problems.
She was born with deformities and is deaf.
Or who find joy in interspecies relationships.
We really try to highlight things like animal emotion, expressiveness, agency, point of view, spontaneity, and sort of all the things that make animals human.
And it's not all just for people to go, aw, right? There's an
No.
activism element.
Activism is not the word I would use necessarily. So we could be changing people's minds about stereotypes related to pit bulls.
Yes. No, that's not.
Or we could be actually getting animals adopted. Or we could be raising donations for certain sanctuaries.
Online pet videos no longer exist only for our passive viewing pleasure. We're starting to get involved with the animal's welfare.
I would say that the goal of my early internet days was to just make people laugh in whatever way possible.
Matt Nelson is the creator of We Rate Dogs, social media accounts that post hilarious daily profiles of wacky and lovable dogs. This is Darla. She commenced to snooze mid-meal. 13 out of 10. He writes every caption himself, and he rates every dog at least 12 out of 10. This is Manny. He hasn't seen your croissant. 13 out of 10.
But the first time I said 11 out of 10, people kind of lost their minds.
Nelson started We Rate Dogs as a Twitter account in college. And when it took off, he dropped out to manage the account full-time. Today, We Rate Dogs has 9 million followers, and hopeful owners send him pictures of over 1,000 dogs a day.
Philanthropy wasn't on my radar because it was meant to just make you smile and laugh. We hit it.
But one day in 2016, Nelson featured a senior pug who needed $700 for a doggy wheelchair.
So up to 453 donors. It was really an experiment to see what my audience would do, how they would react. And they raised that money in like 45 minutes. So we went from 99 to 160 donors.
Thus began the weekly We Rate Dogs fundraising appeal for dogs who need medical care.
What? Every single Friday. Oh my God. For the last 3 years. Every single campaign we've ever posted has been fully funded. There it is.
Is Bullet handy? Is Bullet nearby?
He's right here.
I can see why you love him.
He's a goofball. He's really special.
This goofball's name is Bullet. His human is Casey Freund.
So he has a condition called kyphosis, and essentially the vertebrae, instead of being like little rectangles, they're little triangles.
Bullet could barely walk. But Freund found a neurologist who was willing to attempt the 9-hour surgery. The bill, $12,000.
I was about to put it all on my credit card. So I was just gonna put myself into debt over it. And then We Rate Dogs saved me from that.
So one day they post Bullet's story on We Rate Dogs. What happens?
Oh, so it was so fast. They had the story posted within an hour. And within an hour after that, all the money had been fundraised.
What?
Yeah. And I was in tears because it's amazing when that kind of thing happens and you don't expect it.
So we posted Bullet over a year ago now, and I believe the most recent update we got is a video of him sprinting down a field.
I mean, Matt, you did that.
My audience did that. Really, every week is just a tiny little miracle that my audience comes together to perform.
For the Dodo's Izzy Learer, going to work every morning means getting those audiences involved, and maybe even cheering them up.
I think it does make people happier. My whole life I've kind of been made fun of for loving animals so much and, oh, you're so emotional. But at the same time, when you really get people one-on-one, most people really love animals too.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that left can go fuck yourselves when you hear this later. If you watch this, if you don't, well, then this is pointless to yell and scream at you. But why would you leave? Tre Tutson was coming up next, and that's going to be a super fun hour of the show. He's going to be joining me shortly. So before we get to Tre Tutson, though, I do want to tell you guys about CBD. If you haven't used CBD yet and you don't know why you should, let me tell you, there are a ton of reasons why you should consider putting CBD into your life. Maybe you suffer from inflammation, you need pain relief, insomnia, anxiety, you have seizures, or you just need to relax. Get some CBD. I'm telling you, go to hempvitacbd.com right now. Hempvitacbd.com is the place to go. All of their products, all the cannabinoids organically grown in the U.S. There's no THC. You're not getting popped for a drug test. They have the all-natural wellness products, and they've improved the gummy formula. I do want to talk about that specifically. I love the CBD gummies from Hemp Vita. Nora and I use them all the time. We swear by them for our sleep. They've got 2 formulas now. They've got the regular gummies, which they've upped the dosage to 25 milligrams. And they also have the new nighttime gummies, which they added melatonin and CBN and other ingredients. No artificial ingredients, by the way. All vegan. And it tastes just as good as it did before, but now they have 2 formulas for you. Check it out. Go to hempvitacbd.com. Use that promo code DECKHEAD15. You're going to save 15% on your order. You're going to feel better. You're going to support the show. Everybody wins. Speaking of everybody winning, joining me on the show right now, I swear to God, this motherfucker ain't got no goddamn shirt on.
Got a shirt?
Bro.
Let me go get a shirt. Fuck it. I'll be back.
This man shows up on this show with no. Oh, okay. You went and got this. Oh, you went and got the Kobe jersey. Why you flexing on me, young man?
I'm not flexing by. Listen.
I didn't need to see them titties, first of all.
Man, I'm looking bad out here, man. I'm going through a lot.
What's wrong?
It's been tough, man, since I've been sober. So, I've been trying to do different stuff, man. So it's hard. Sobriety's a mug, man. So
how long have you been sober? Congratulations on your sobriety. How long have you been sober?
I
swear if you say 13 minutes, minutes,
man. No, Barry. It's been like a couple months. I've been pretty sober, so I've been hanging in there.
I wish I had bro, did you just drink a goddamn beer?
I was sober for like a couple months.
What the fuck are you doing? You know what, bro, you're a fool. You are a goddamn fool. You know what?
I was doing good.
Were you really sober or are you fucking with me?
I was really sober. I really was sober. And then God put it up on my heart to start drinking again.
Virginia, but we said, did I just catch a pretty sober? I've been pretty sober. Not sober. I've been
like, I've been like, I hadn't done nothing.
So, now, because there are some people, Trey, that'll tell you that when they say, oh, I'm sober, but they'll be like, man, I've been sober for like 3 months now, and they still smoke weed, and I don't think they understand how sobriety works. You can't be a fucking weed head and call yourself sober. That's not how that shit works.
I wasn't on anything.
Okay.
I wasn't doing anything. Nothing. And as a matter of fact, I last Friday.
Yes. I had to switch, by the way.
First...
I had to switch the screens because you had your phone all vertical and shit. So I had to put it up.
Oh, wait.
No, it's too late now. God damn it. Don't worry about it now. Just stay in the middle of the screen. We'll do it this way. We're all adults here.
I don't like the way it is.
What do you mean?
I like the way that it is. Like,
Stop moving the gun.
By the way.
What?
Like, I can't see you, by the way.
You can't see me?
So, because I whatever the link it is you gave me, it's got me on. I'm full screen. I can just see myself. I can't see the show anymore.
Okay. Well.
Unless there's that's not it.
Oh boy, you done fucked this all up. This is what happens when sober people aren't sober no more. Look, you done lost your goddamn mic now. You ain't got guest muted himself. Jesus Christ. You gotta stop drinking, man. You can't handle a Modelo. One Modelo, you already fucking up. Look, you done muted yourself. And the chat was literally just saying, don't be Jerome. Look, now he's going to have to call him back. God damn. See, this is what happens. This is what I'm dealing with. I really want to discuss his sobriety. I was so proud. Of your sobriety.
There we go.
Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing. There you go. You look good. You sound good. Don't touch a goddamn thing. I really wanted to talk about.
You messed me up.
I didn't mess you up. I just put it on like a better look. This didn't look good. Oh, not that.
Shirt on.
This didn't look good. Yeah, you need a goddamn shirt. Listen.
Go put a shirt on.
So I want to talk about your sobriety for a second because I think that's super important. Why did you decide to get sober? There are a lot of, when you make that decision, a lot of times people are like, hey man, look, there's something wrong. I've hit a bottom, maybe not rock bottom, but you hit a bottom. What was the reason?
Fuck off. My dog is doing shit. The reason that I decided to get sober was because I got blackout drunk 2 days in a row and I ended up passing out at somebody's house in the bathroom in my drawers. And they came over. Yeah, I had fucking Winnie the Pooh just showing. And I went, they came over to help me out. And when they came over to help me out, I pushed them into the, I got aggressive.
Yeah.
And then I went laid in the bed and whatever.
You pissed the bed, didn't you?
I have no memory of any of this.
That would be my rock bottom. No. I'd piss the bed and be like, I gotta stop drinking. I done pissed the bed.
No, I
That's
didn't pee, but I had no memory of any of it.
So you try to fight one of your friends?
Yeah, not fight, just get off me. I could get myself up off the ground.
Famous last words. Bro, you went straight up white girl. You were like, I can do it. I've got it. That's fine.
But I have no memory at all. I don't even know that it happened.
So,
I remember falling.
That's the last thing you remember?
Yeah, I was taking a piss, and then I was like, I'm on the ground. Dick outside my boxers. It was embarrassing. It was really,
no.
It was one of them where you just
that's a rock, yeah. That's a bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you showed your dick and you didn't want to show your dick, that's a bottom. That is definitely a oof.
Luckily, I was in a, appropriate place. You know what I mean? I was somewhere where, that would have been very bad if it happened in a library.
You'd have been out at a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. And you're just
something like that.
Too much.
So I got sober. But then I had a rough day Friday. I was just angry, which has been happening a lot. And I just needed, I was like, I don't care. And I went and hung out, and a bunch of my friends just bought drinks. And I was like, give me that. And I had a couple, and I was like, this feels great.
Really?
And, yeah.
Damn.
And then the next day was my show.
The Tutson interruption, right?
So I was like, well, this is celebratory. It's sold out. But I always said that the best way to celebrate sobriety is by relapsing.
That's not a thing. No.
It's a quote. It's a famous quote, right? I thought I heard.
No, you didn't hear that. That's the worst advice. Please don't tell people this that are trying to get their shit together. Just because you can handle it. Well, I mean, you did pass out with your dick out, which is kind of a sign that you really can't handle it.
Hemingway?
Huh?
That's not Hemingway?
No, Hemingway didn't say that. I could Google it, but I'm pretty sure that was Hemingway that said that. Not Hemingway. They're just trying to get you to buy more alcohol.
That's not Shakespeare?
No, I don't believe that. That might have been.
It's a famous quotation.
You're so fucking stupid. So are you now? You don't smoke weed, do you? Do you get high?
I had to stop because it was making me like I was over analytical. So I was overthinking 100%, 1000%.
Yeah.
So I'm in my head overthinking everything. And it had me like crying in the bathtub over women I can't have anymore.
Really?
And I was telling my wife, like, man, I really miss that bitch. She's like, well, it's me now. It's me. You're going to have to get over whoever that is. Dry off, get out of the tub.
You're stuck with me now. Damn, dog.
Weed, it makes me take baths.
This bitch takes baths and
sit in the tub
just bathe in regret.
Yeah, literally bathe.
I don't know. I've never had that kind of reaction to weed, dude. Like I get high, and I don't get high a lot, but I would get high and then I would get a little paranoid, get a little giggly, and then just get sleepy as fuck.
You know what that means? That means you have a good soul. That means you are a good person.
No, it just means I guess
smoke and I am surrounded with sins. Like I am just engulfed with like, look at your wickedness, you bastard. And it hurts. I'm living a life too foul to get high.
I've never heard of such a thing, but I feel like you might be I feel like you might be living a life too foul to be drinking. Because there's a big difference in the two. Which what are you better as, a drunk or a pothead?
Way better drunk. Way better drunk. Way better. That thing that happened was a fluke. That was like that. That's the first time that ever happened. I never get like that. And I think that I don't know, just whatever. That was like a fluke. That'll never happen.
And he said marijuana is the gateway drug to cleanliness. Just getting high and taking baths. Okay.
Yeah. I way better drunk though. I'm happier. I'm even when I'm like, cause I admit it. I drink to mask my pain. I drink to bury it all. I drink to suppress. I don't really drink to have a good time. If I'm feeling something, I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and drink and push it away so I can be jolly.
Yeah, we need to discuss this, man. That's not a good thing.
What are you talking about?
That's not a good thing. No, Trey, I love you, buddy. That's not a good thing. Listen,
you ain't never seen Westerns?
I come from a long line of alcoholics. I mean, if anyone is well versed in alcoholism, it's this guy. I mean,
okay.
Like, bro, like pretty much everybody on my dad's side of the family, even the dog has a drinking problem. It is bad, okay? My sister started just wrecking shop at 13, in and out of drug rehabs, bad decisions. And I can tell you one thing. If you are drinking to mask pain, you are drinking for the wrong reasons. And what you need to do, Trey, what I need you to do is address the pain, not mask it. Stop.
Okay.
I hate you so much. Listen, I can't. First of all, I can't let you drink alone, dog. I can't.
Pain, Barry.
What?
I'll tell you why I've been drinking.
Okay, tell me why. I'm gonna help you, get you on the road to sobriety and what is it called? Happiness, I guess. I don't know.
I'm hurting and I'm grieving.
Why?
I think that black dude, that black contestant, killed Alex Trebek. That dude with the fro that kept winning all them weeks, I think it scrambled up Alex Trebek's old ass brain. He was like, I can't do this. They are not supposed to be this smart.
There's no way. It was like when the white dudes at the rally saw Clayton Bigsby's face for the first time. It just fucking heads exploded. So you're telling me that you think Alex Trebek died because a black dude had some success on Jeopardy? And
type of success. Okay? I really believe a person of Alex Trebek's caliber, a closeted supremacist.
Oh God.
He's an elitist. He is an elitist.
Are you trying to get me canceled? Are you trying to get me thrown off of YouTube? You're talking about a dead man who died from cancer, and you're calling him an elitist and a supremacist.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm not a blonde-haired white girl with A-cup titties. Okay, and a struggle, because that's the only people that can cancel dead people, right?
No, I just don't. I mean, look, Alex Trebek was considered a national treasure. Are you holding it against him because he's white? Is that what this is, Trey?
Treasure. He's a national treasure. Alex Trebek wasn't James Brown. That's a national treasure.
If we look, and let's not even talk about track records. Let's just talk about records. If we look, dude, I love me some James Brown. I don't know if we're going to hold him as a national treasure. Marvin Gaye was a national treasure.
National tragedy.
Huh?
National tragedy.
Well, that's probably
sorry. Sorry, he got murdered by his cross-dressing dad. I just feel like shit.
There's a guy who his favorite joke would be like, "Hey, you know who shot Marvin? Marvin shot Marvin." Like, what? That's the stupidest ass joke I've ever heard. He loved that fucking joke. That's a whole other thing.
Jeopardy.
His dad was watching Jeopardy. Fuck these white people. They're elitist question answering selves. So you think, let me get to, what a whirlwind of a show we've already had. You show up half-ass naked. You tell me.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I mean, you were half naked. The top half was naked. Which, by the way, you've been working out?
I have been. I've been working out because I couldn't drink. But now I'm drinking, so fuck working out.
I really need, bro, I need to get your mind right. I need you to get your mind right. I need you to, because, bro, you have so much talent.
Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that.
You have so much talent, and I want you to, don't patronize me. Don't mock me on my own show.
I'm not. I'm very appreciative of it.
I want you to succeed. I want you to blow up. I want to be like, man, that Tre Tutson, look at him. He's touring the country. And you know what's you're not going to get that shit if you keep fucking around. I need you to get sober. I need you to get mentally healthy. I need you to go kill the game. That's what I need.
All of those things.
Are you?
I am drinking for
you
the right
passed
reasons.
out with your dick out and Weedy the Pooh draws.
Okay, I didn't say I was getting blackout drunk again. All right? When I was drinking that night, see, that's where I fucked up at. That night, I was drinking to have a good time. And I ended up passed out with my dick out. About to get fucking kicked out of somebody's place because I had to go there because I couldn't drive all the way home because I was having a good time. But when I drink to mask this pain, I know when to stop. When I'm numb, I go, you know what? That's enough.
Okay. Look, I see too many comics, and it's usually the white comics, which is weird. I see too many comics that, and I'm not going to name names, but I'm seeing some now that have all the potential in the world, but you can tell already that what's going to hold them back is their addiction.
Oh yeah, it's the drink. Yes. I'm not addicted to alcohol.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I don't drink every day because I don't feel pain every day. I just drink when I feel the pain.
Have you thought about maybe going to like therapy and instead of using alcohol?
My God. No, Barry. I try therapy. It's
But
not
they
for
can
everybody.
give you like
Therapy
different
is a
kinds
lot
of
like
medication. Oh, is it?
college. No damn medicine. Are you out your mind?
Why?
Opiate, right? No. People on opiates is not a good thing. You want to give us most superpowers? That's actually giving us a reason to get shot by the cops. Like, I'm sorry, he was incredibly strong. I don't know. He was invincible. What do you want me to do? They already murdered us unarmed.
I'm not telling you to go take bath salts and fucking crank. I'm telling you to take a fucking.
Barry want me to Super Saiyan when I'm getting pulled over.
Rip the fucking steering wheel out. Oh shit, he's going crazy. No, all I'm telling you is there are other ways to fix this. By the way, Reverend, don't look at me like that. Reverend House wants me to ask you about this Tom Segura tweet. What did you do?
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Hold on. Let me go to your Twitter. I'm going to put it on screen. I want to see.
Hold on. Oh, shit.
Yeah, let me go to. How long ago was it?
Bro, I don't tweet that much. It'll be up there. It's the most recent tweets.
Okay. Tre Tutson. Uh-oh. This tweet is unavailable. Oh, that was Praise Whiskey. If Ari Shafir makes a DMX post, it's on site, bitch. Okay. Let's put the whole thing up here. Let's see what you're tweeting.
I don't tweet a lot. 2-3 tweets.
That's it?
But
Here we go.
You see the damn Tom Segura tweet? It's right there. Don't look at that. I hate posting content, but Jesus said.
What? Oh, that looks familiar. Was that
Jesus
the weekend you and me and Westling did? Is that what that's from?
Yeah, that was the weekend y'all tricked me. No, I'm kidding.
Tricked you? How do we trick you?
Hey, man, we doing this like 3 headliner show. We're going to all be doing 20 to 30 minutes a piece. Come on out. How y'all doing? How you doing, sir? So you're going to be doing 15. You're the host for the rest of the weekend. Please do not.
Please don't look at the comedians in the eyes. Oh, wait, I'm a comedian.
Don't do anything.
Not yet, son. Not yet.
Nah, that was fun. That was fun. You guys made me feel very good.
Well, we had to. After we saw your set, we were like, we got to do something. This kid's going to start getting blackout drunk after those sets. Woof, Jesus. Going to end up with his dick out and some Winnie the Pooh draws on somebody's bathroom.
Man.
We got to make him feel good. Let's watch the video. Let's see what you did.
Let's not do that.
Here we go.
Let's not do that. Let's go.
I love my dad. I can hang around my dad.
All right.
He's a pastor, you know what I mean? So I go to church with him sometimes, you know, but I can only go to church with him high. You know what I mean? Like, it's the only way I can believe the stories. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm sober, I'm like, I don't believe none of this. When I'm high, I'm like, yeah, somebody probably walked on water. I can believe that went down. I can believe that a Jew built a boat with no Mexican help. I can believe that took place.
Yeah, you're right, Barry. Those laughs will make me kill my
parents hate it, man. They get on to me all the time. So
wait a minute. Why don't you like those laughs? That was a good ass set. I watched these sets. I recorded these sets. These were good sets. Why did you not like that?
Sets.
They were very different sets. You did a lot of material.
A joke the entire weekend.
But why don't you like that? I listened to that and I think that's a good set. That's a good comedian having a good set. You heard something different from that?
I'm not moving those people. They're just laughing.
What are you, fucking Mother Teresa? It's comedy, bro. You get up, you tell your jokes, they laugh in the transaction. Why does every set and every joke have to fucking be George Carlin's 7 dirty words or whatever? Like what? Not everyone's going to be a home run.
That's a mentality to have. But no.
Well, when you're doing 15-minute host sets, they should be.
Yeah, but seriously though, I just like there's something more. It's missing a thing that makes it more than just telling a joke. Like I'm missing the piece that makes it truth. Yeah, we're talking craft.
No. I want to talk craft. I don't think that people would mind listening to 2 comedians talk craft. Here's what I think though, and this is my opinion, and I know you have a different opinion.
Change gears from me shitting on Tom Segura, by the way.
Oh no, we're gonna go back to it.
Good.
No, we're gonna go back to it. We happen to end up on your set, but here's the thing. I'm not suggesting that people go out and not try to do a joke that gets a laugh. Another one. Listen, hey, cheers to your sobriety.
Cheers, my friend. Hey, dude,
Here's to your fake ass, weak white girl sobriety that you failed at miserably, and may you end up with your dick out and Winnie the Pooh draws once again. Cheers.
I ain't feeling no pain right now.
Well,
mission accomplished.
How many have you drank
so
today?
What I do is, I had to. I've only had this. I don't have to.
Okay.
Barry, I'm not one of those guys.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm serious. I'm not. Like, I hold on. Just to be on a serious note.
Yes.
I come from the same type of family. Addiction is like a thing.
To write a pass. If you're not addicted, they're like, look at this weak motherfucker.
I'm gonna give Andy COVID. Just let him know for the comment. I will be giving him a fresh batch.
He's got his
COVID,
shots. Black COVID? Oh.
Black COVID is different.
Ooh. What does black COVID give you?
You also get like diabetes and like you get extra shit. Like it give you this.
Your pressure goes up. You get high pressure. My pressure's up.
Yeah.
My sugar's high. My pressure's up.
You can't breathe, smell, taste, and you got hypertension.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Look, let's talk about these jokes for a second, because I think too often comedians are like you got really philosophical about your jokes. Don't you think you're overthinking it a little bit? Because you started looking for truth and movement and all that bullshit. You put
on the thinking cap.
Tie it under your chin. How come nobody in the hood ties it under their chin? Everybody goes back. You should go. Yeah.
Nobody want to get robbed.
Look like an old ass grandma with a goatee.
Yeah, you look crazy.
Why does every joke needs to get a laugh? I agree with that. And that joke got a laugh. Every joke doesn't have to be like a movement. Like it doesn't have to have this truth and this impact. It's a fucking joke.
Okay, but that's all based on what are you trying to be?
A comedian,
right?
Who tells jokes that gets laughs. What are you trying to be?
And there are people that strive to just get laughs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to just get laughs. Like, yes, I 100% want to get laughs. Like the front part is getting the laugh. Like, meaning that's that's number one as far as on the agenda. But then I want to say something where, like, there's truth in it where it sticks with you. It's sticky and it remembers. Even if it's just attached to me. If I'm just telling a story about myself, I want it to be, so funny and so honest and so truthful that it sticks. It moves a person. Like it meaning like, wow, like I don't know why I can't stop thinking about whatever that was. I don't know why is that? Like that to me, it's more than that, because there's a fuckload of joke writers and joke tellers, and like you could literally just grab a guy and be like, this guy tells jokes, but there's only a few that has the thing about them where you will just listen to them talk, rather it not be in the form of humor. Just they're that interesting of a being.
So you're talking about Richard Pryor, George Carlin. I mean, these are guys that told
bad
jokes.
Idea. This is hot than a motherfucker. This was stupid. I'll never fucking do that again.
These are guys that told
Christ.
jokes, but they made you feel something too at the same time. And that's fine. But my point is, Trey, and I don't begrudge you that. Like, people ask me about my comic. I'm like, I'm not a smart comic. Nobody's leaving my show like, man, he really made me think. That was like, I'm dumb. I'm silly. I just want you to fucking laugh. I don't care how. I don't care why. I just want you to laugh. I'm not up there trying to fucking change the world, bitch. I'm trying to make people laugh.
No,
I don't need you.
There's some truth in there.
Yes, and here's the thing. That's a funny thing that you bring that up. Now I'm getting defensive because when I tell my truth, let's be real, Trey, and I'm not saying you do this because you have always been very kind to me and you and I have always had a great relationship. But when I was coming up as a comic at 38, 39, 40 years old, as a married dude, I would go on stage and tell my truth about being a married old white guy. And let's be real, in this scene, comics would be like, that's hack. I'm telling my truth. And you know what's crazy is that 40-year-old white dudes will come up and be like, I felt that. That I can relate to I can relate to being too full to want to have sex with your wife because you ate too much. I relate to that. So you don't have to move the world every joke. And that's really my point. You want to be relatable. You want people to come up and say, man, I go through the same thing. I thought the same thing. I feel the same thing. That same thing happens to me. But those don't have to be every time. Sometimes you can just tell a fucking joke and get a laugh. And that joke that you just had about Jesus and getting high, that's not going to change the world, but you made a room full of people, a room full of strangers laugh. There's merit in that. That's still valuable.
Yes, but also we are in a game of evolution.
Okay.
And the more you evolve, the better chances you have of staying relevant. So I'm just like at a point I want to try to elevate myself. And it's not that I wasn't happy with the set. I was happy with the jokes and the set that I did for the time that I was at during that time. It was like, yeah, that was what I wanted to go for. But just like now, like the feelings and everything that I have inside of like what I really want to get to, listening back, it's just like you listen back to an old set from 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you're like, damn,
I'm way better now. I'm way better now. Yeah.
So when I hear it now, I'm just like, I feel laughing, but I'm like, deeper truth to that joke, and then I haven't figured out how, because that is a good cheap joke to get to.
First of all, it's not
truth.
A cheap joke. It's not a cheap joke. It's definitely not a cheap joke. A cheap joke is one that you've heard, somebody that goes to a 50-year-old man goes to the proctologist and was like, hey, if you find my dignity in there, that's a cheap joke.
Got you.
What you wrote was not a cheap joke. I have never heard anyone do a joke like that about, there's jokes about Jesus and the Bible and religion and everything else, but no one's ever written a joke like that. That if your joke and your premise and the punch was very similar to a bunch of other jokes, that's a cheap joke. Don't sell yourself short on your originality. There's a difference between moving the crowd, being original, and just telling jokes. And two of those are okay. Man. Two of those are okay. You can go out and you can move the crowd and make them laugh, and you can make them appreciate you and feel you as an individual and attach to something that you said that moved them. Both of those can happen at the same time. That's my point, Trey. I'm trying to tell you, appreciate your jokes that are just funny. You ain't got to fucking move the crowd for 45 minutes. I
disagree.
No, I like that you want to do that. You think every joke that Richard Pryor told was fucking earth-shattering and moving?
No, I'm not saying that at all. Like, obviously
That's my whole point of arguing with you about this, is because you can't just take a good joke and appreciate it. You're like, there was no truth in it. It didn't move nobody.
But not when you know there's more.
I appreciate you holding yourself to a high standard. More comedians need to do this. Huh?
You ever fuck yourself out of money because you found out the budget for the show after?
Every time I do a Justin Payton gig.
And they go.
Every time I'm like, bro, how much was the tickets to this movie?
They go like, hey, man, I'm going to give you $500 for this. You go, great. Oh, how much you want? You say $500, and then you find out they have like a $10,000 budget.
You're like, good.
Now, on the ride there, you're happy about that $5 until you find out about that $10.
But you could have got $2.
That drive back feels terrible. You're like, God damn. So it's like that. Like, I know and it's not just that I know that there's more from other people being an example. It's me knowing that there's more in me that I just haven't reached in, discovered, and pulled out. I've done it a couple times. I've been able to do it a couple times recently, like say the truth, say exactly how I feel about something, like right emotion based, and then sprinkle, like, when I say cheap laugh throughout it, I just mean like it's a joke. Like you can tell it's a setup punch style joke.
Mm-hmm.
So you sprinkle that throughout it so people can digest it.
But I get the feeling you think there's a problem with just doing a setup punchline joke. As a
Not
comic,
for everybody.
huh?
Not for everybody.
No, but I'm saying you. We're just talking about you. I get the feeling that you are like, I don't want to just go up and only do setup punchline jokes. And that's good. That's fine. I appreciate that you want to strive to do something better. But I mean, there are a lot of comics like yourself, and you're holding yourself to a higher level. I'm not knocking that. What I'm upset about is that you don't appreciate that you just have a good fucking joke. There's no problem with just having a good fucking joke.
I don't know what that is. It's a good joke until it's not.
It's a good joke until people stop laughing at it. But as long as you go on fucking stage and be like, Jesus didn't have he built an ark with no Mexicans. And everybody goes,
yeah.
Okay. Then it ain't a good joke no more. But if a fucking room full of people in Fort Worth, Texas that don't know who the fuck Tre Tutson is laughs at that joke, it's a good fucking joke. And there is nothing wrong with that, man. Why do so many newer, like, and you're not newer, but I'm just saying in general, like, I learned the comedy game from old school comics. They were just like, go up, do your time, get your money, don't leave without your money. You know, rough comics, like some of them, like Ed Blake. Oh Lord, Ed was rough road comic, right? But he taught me, but he made me appreciate that you can just be funny. You don't have to move the crowd. You ain't Eric B. and Rakim. You ain't got to move the crowd every time.
Yeah,
just be. And it's okay to be funny.
There's sets, in my opinion, for that. There's sets where you go up and you go, all right, man, I got like 5 to 7 minutes. Or whatever, let me just go up and just put together like a greatest hits of just jokes. Like, let's just cut straight to it and let it just be just the jokes, bam, 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 in a row, get off. But like, if you're doing more like, I don't even know, what the fuck is the Van Gogh syndrome? Is that the guy that cut his ear off? Which one of these fucking artists? Who's Van Gogh?
No, he's making a great point. What he's saying is that you.
Can I finish this before I know?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
That
go
guy.
Ahead.
There's that, and then that's when you're getting to the point where like you're doing longer sets, and you know you're sort of like in a position where like people are sort of waiting on you to be the show. They're waiting on you to be sort of the complete entertainment that they came to see. So I don't want to just go up and just say jokes. I wanted to be a ride. I wanted to feel like an actual experience. So you gotta like, you know, I'm just like taking a leap. I'm taking a risk to sort of like try to jump into topics that these are my feelings toward them. I might be wrong in the midst of them, but I'm going to try to be funny about this, but from an honest perspective. Like, and maybe there's a few people that might feel the exact same way about, you know, how I feel about it or whatever. Or even if you don't, you still sort of laugh at it because you like the way I sort of crafted this point of view. But not just in a, here is a joke way. Cause I've lied enough.
You're not lying, bro.
First of
all, comedy is all lies. Comedy is all lies. No one's ever gone up and told 100. The truth ain't funny. You know that. The truth ain't funny.
It's all embellishments.
Exactly. But that's a lie. That's not the truth. The truth is not funny. You and I both know that. You've written enough jokes. You've been around comedy enough to know that if you went up and really told a story the exact way it happened, with no embellishments, no hyperbole, no voice inflections, no awkward pauses, none of that shit, the truth is not funny.
But I'm saying this. A lie isn't funny.
A lie is way funnier than the truth.
That's why I say
because a lie can be anything you want. A lie, you can make a lie funny, but the truth,
I don't think a lie. I think there's a split between a lie and an embellishment, because a lie would be, bye, Rachel. A lie would be, I slapped Barry, I never slapped you at all. That never happened. And the embellishment would be, I slapped the shit out of Barry. I slapped you, but no shit came out. That's the embellishment. I embellished.
That's the worst
how
example,
hard I slapped them.
bro. I don't think you need to hold yourself to a higher standard for your jokes, but you definitely need to hold yourself to a higher standard for your examples because that was terrible. That was the worst example I've ever heard.
I actually slapped you. How hard did you slap him? I slapped the shit out of him. It's like,
no, look, there's a difference. Like, okay, I'll give you an example.
I'm not the best at analysis, but there's some truth in what I said. A motherfucker knows.
Nah, I want to be the fucking Richard Pryor of examples. I need people to be moved by my examples. Look, my whole point is this, Trey. My whole point is this. I'm not telling you don't strive for what you're striving for because that's what's going to make you a great comedian. But when I see a funny ass dude like yourself watch that set or that joke, which was a really good, funny joke, there was nothing wrong with it. You didn't waste any words. Everything was important. Like, it was just a good ass joke. And for you to hate on that joke, it doesn't make sense. You need jokes. You tell your truth. Get your people. Get them moved. Whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to go up and do that TED Talk bullshit and have people feel you?
No,
cool.
no. I'm not trying to go up and be.
But you need jokes.
Whatever the fuck. No.
There's nothing wrong with just having jokes. It's part of comedy. You have to have that. I'm not telling you not to speak your truth. I'm not telling you. Because look, you and I had this discussion at a gig we just did with Andy not too long ago, who was in the chat. And by the way, he quoted, "Not everything I say happened, but everything I say is true." That's comedy, right?
I like that, Andy.
Yeah. I put the wrong one up. Here we go. Here it is. I just put up damn. Not everything I say happened, but everything I say is true. And that's comedy, right? But we did this and you pushed me. You were like, man, just go up. Why are you so structured? I'm like, this is my set. These are my jokes. And you said, just go up and fuck around. And I did. And I had fun and I did really well. And I appreciate that. Yeah. But I'm giving you the exact opposite advice. It's okay to just go up and have some fucking jokes. You ain't got to. They don't have to be moved at every moment of a 45-minute set. Sometimes they just want to laugh.
But I've done, I
know that, but that's my whole point.
I'm not bragging in any way.
I'm telling you, it's okay to have jokes like this Jesus building the ark joke that's just a joke. There's no fucking, you ain't moving nobody.
By the way, you cut the joke off.
I did. We ain't got all that time.
You actually cut off the truth part to the goddamn joke.
Nobody gives a shit about that. Let's get to this Tom Segura thing. I want to get to this because we could probably argue about this shit forever, you and I, because you love to argue. Which is why I love you, because that makes it for a good hour on YouTube. So here's the Tom Segura thing. You tweeted out, everyone is, hold on, what the hell just happened to it? Now I done lost it. God damn it.
You clicked it.
Yeah, I shouldn't have clicked it. Let me go back. Here we go.
Go back.
There we go. Everyone is sucking Tom Segura's dick for doing a whole set in Spanish. You did it in Spanish because that shit you did in English was hot ass.
Yeah, do it in English. Because that shit you did, do it in Spanish because that shit you did in English was hot ass. No, let's get into it. I don't
what prompted this?
And this finna come off like stereotypically, standard, I hate you. It's going to come across as that. Because I am going to preface this with, I watch a lot of comedy, Barry, and I have a wide range of sense of humor. And I do. I probably watch the most comedy out of all of this Us in the Scene. I know I watch a lot of comedy. Because I watch all new specials. I watch them 3 times. I watch them it's 3 things I watch it for. First, I just watch it to watch it because it's new. The second time I watch it to watch like the structure of the bits, like see how it's done. And the third time I watch it for the special sake. Like try to see that this is the first joke in the middle, is to see how they structured it. Because when you watch a special, you're watching a totally different other piece of art. You're not watching the show, you're watching the collection of this piece that they put together. Why did they choose that camera angle for that joke? Why did they? Oh, I'm watching it for the third time for that reason. So, once again, this is a guy who has the coined after a special he titled Mostly Stories. Tells mostly stories. This guy does not move me at all. And I respect everything everybody does. I've watched Eric Andre's special a bunch of times because it's so out there and it's like, how did he get to that point? How did it even, like, what, you know? And I don't laugh at everybody's special. The people that I find the funniest that the great guys that look up to, I probably will laugh like maybe twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting there admiring what they're doing. Like, I'm hardly ever laughing. This motherfucker does not make me laugh or move. Like, I'm not I'm like, I don't get it. Like, it's just, and there's some people for us that we just don't get. So we out hanging, and everybody's like, man, he did a whole set in Spanish. Isn't that great? No. Because it's still hot shit. It don't matter what language it's in. If I'm garbage and I do a set in Swahili, guess what? I just gave you Swahili garbage. That's all the fuck I did. It's not impressive that I switched up the language.
Okay. That's a lot to that's a lot to take in.
Oh boy, you disagree 100%. I thought you was about to say your favorite line. White dude's favorite line is, that's a lot to unpack. That means it's going to be hard to persuade your ass on the other side. If you hear a white dude say, that's a lot to unpack.
Whew, okay. This is a lot to unpack. Wow. Woof. Man. Someone is feeling himself. No, it's not a lot to unpack. There's a lot of truth in what you said. I watched George Carlin. That dude does not make me laugh. Does that mean he's not one of the greatest comedians of all time? No. I don't laugh at George Carlin, right? I laugh at silly shit. And maybe that's why our philosophy is different. I can watch a Mike Epps special and he don't move me once. I don't feel Mike Epps' truth not one goddamn time, but I laughed my motherfucking ass off at his act outs when he was doing the crackhead with the dollar bill thing. Maybe that is his truth. Maybe I felt that because I was like, I have seen crackheads do that. And that is the funniest, realest shit ever. But so I agree with you. There are comedians that don't make you laugh. I also agree with you that Tom Segura is a storyteller that doesn't necessarily move everybody. I didn't see the special you're talking about. I don't know. I think Tom Segura is funny. I didn't see it. I don't watch a lot of comedy. See, I'm the opposite of you.
I watch a lot, and I watched it 3 times, and I went, I want to strangle this dude. Like, if I ever see this guy in public.
I watched the last special I watched, and I was really disappointed, was Nate Bargatze's. No.
This last one?
Nate
the Tennessee kid or
No. The one he did outside in Vegas when the helicopters kept flying over. It's on Netflix. It just wasn't funny.
The newest one.
Yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't funny. But I don't need to be moved. I just want to laugh, right? I just want to laugh. That's it. I don't need to be moved. I don't need to be, and I understand that that's important. So I think it's just perspective. Like, there are some people that think Tom Segura is hilarious.
Oh, they love it.
I think he has funny jokes, but I don't begrudge what you said. I don't necessarily disagree with you.
Yeah, I couldn't stop hearing it, man.
Was it all white comments, by the way? I don't think that Jeff Jordan come up to you and was like, bruh.
No, he was no.
Tom Segura.
You knew what yes, you knew. It was those of the Caucasus Mountains and Jesse Saldana. That was it. It was like he was the one. He was like, I like it, you tell stories, he fucking, And I was like, all right, I get it, but I was like, bro, like, Ali is a storyteller.
Yes.
And I feel something in that. I don't think it's culturally. It's just Ali has a pace and a beat in which he tells it at. Hell, I'd rather listen to a Larry the Cable Guy story than Tom Segura. I'm just saying, there's a beat that's there that I gotta feel it. It's like your stories should not have a pace and a beat and a feeling that's as bland as probably the food you eat. It should not be that. Like it's very. This is a tasteless ass story. Like, it's like, you ever be uninterested in a story just by the tone of somebody's voice?
Yes.
That when they get to the big bang, it might have been whatever. Okay. and then you think about the story later, and you say it in your voice, and you go, damn, that was actually pretty funny. He should have told that shit better.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt about it. Now, and Rev House has a question for you. He said, who is Tre's current favorite comedian that is at the level of putting out specials? Who?
My shit, it varies. Like, one day is this person. You don't want to know who it is right now.
No, I want to know.
Right now?
Right now, I want to know. Who is, House wants to know. I'm interested too. Who is Tre's current favorite comedian that's at the level of putting out specials?
It varies, but right now, this moment, for me, it's Kevin Hart. Look at Barry's face. He can't even motherfucking move. It's Kevin Hart. For me, right now. Now,
okay.
like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was
You're talking about a guy that doesn't fucking move you. That there's just like, bro, there's no fucking real truth in Kevin Hart. Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
The peak special.
The what?
His absolute, in my opinion, him at his, like, that's him at just the top level. With all of it mixing in. Irresponsible. The one he shot at the O2 Arena. I know you're not really into it, but I've watched it a bunch of times. It's all true. Because all the bits is about stuff that, he's always only told stories about the shit that's going on with him. But the stuff that's in there, there's moments where he just says how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
And how he that's the premise to what he's about to get into as the bit. And then when he gets into the bit, it's Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart. It's sound effects. It's all of that stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No. Time out. So you mean you can tell the truth and just make fucking jokes at the same time? Like Kevin Hart does?
That's what I just said to you, Jackwagon. That's what I was
saying. Bro, that's what I've been trying to tell you for the last 20 fucking minutes, is that it's okay to appreciate your Jesus building an art joke and still be able to tell your truth, because that's what Kevin Hart does. He comes out, he moves you, and then he goes, okay. And there ain't no truth in that. That's just fucking funny, and it's okay to do that. That was my whole fucking point. Thank you for making my own point to you.
I cannot be happy. My thing was that what I was basically arguing is I cannot be happy and appreciate these jokes when I'm so far off from where I'm trying to get to. That was pretty much what I was trying to explain to you.
Well, that's stated a lot different.
We agree. Obviously, yeah, you can tell jokes. And that the show should be that. You might just want to go up and just read from your goddamn diary. Like, that's you know what I mean? Don't nobody want to see bad Tig Notaro. That's a fucking shit show. You're just sitting there like, what? Why am I weeping?
Damn, this is stand up crying in this bitch. Yeah,
stand up crying. Yeah,
I get it, and I appreciate that, because that's what's gonna make you great. But I just don't want you to lose sight of the fact that it's okay to just have jokes. I'm not telling you don't have shitty jokes, don't have jokes that don't get laughs. But I'm just saying that it's okay to just have good jokes that don't move the crowd, that don't resonate, that just make people laugh their fucking ass off, because that's what Kevin Hart does. He tells you his truth, which you got people agreeing with you. Amos said, look, there's a lot of truth in Kevin Hart's comedy. I listened to his radio show, and that's fine. But that's the exact point I'm making, Trey, is that you're that kind of guy that can go out and speak a truth and make people think, make people listen, and make people feel it, and then just tell a Jesus didn't build an ark without a bunch of Mexicans around joke that's not moving nobody, but it's making them laugh their ass off. Now, I just don't, a guy like you, I never want you to lose sight of that. I appreciate you striving to be great. I think you will one day, but you're going to need to take jokes with you too.
I also cannot just write jokes anymore. Like, I don't even know. Did you play sports of any kind or anything like that? So, what did you play? Just to maybe explain.
I played basketball, football, and baseball. I wasn't great at any of it. I played it through high school through junior high.
Okay, so you played it through high school.
I ran track in high school.
All right, so let's go track, right? Before, maybe you ran and you knew you was fast, like whatever. You knew you was fast. Thanks, Andy. You knew you were fast. You know what I mean? You like,
Mhm.
I'm going off a track, I'm running track, I'm fast. But then they showed you how to like properly run. They showed you form, they showed you how to run. And then when you did that, you probably couldn't even go back to how you used to run to be fast. Not like you're kind of like programmed into running like a damn trained track athlete.
An Olympian. Yeah.
But now it's like that's how it is. Like I can't just write like joke. It all has to come from an emotion. I have to say the truth first and then figure out
What's funny
how
about
to pull the jokes out of it. It's like I can't go backwards to it. So obviously these are growing pains. Like I'm just going through a thing, and I'll look back at this and regret I said any of this shit to you, and regret drinking Modelo's at 4 p.m.
No, I appreciate it. That what you're saying is real. I mean, that's it's a real and it's honest and it's a truth. And honestly, it's what's going to make you great. I mean, it's what's going to make you a great comedian versus a guy like me that's just going to work the road and get a check. Like that's the difference.
You're a great comedian,
man. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody want to hear that bullshit. Look, I mean, you know, this is a game about. I mean, comedy is a lot about self-awareness. If you 100%. have it, and you know what you want to be, where you want to be, and how you want to do it, that's what's going to make you great. Versus somebody that goes up and does 2 minutes at an open mic and thinks they killed it when nobody laughed and they heard it. So it's, I mean, that's what's going to push you. Like I'm aware of what I am as a comic and what I will be as a comic, and so are you. So I appreciate it. I hate seeing a guy like you trash really good jokes.
Yeah, man.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Jokes, man.
Well, good, great. Go fucking do TED Talks and shit then too.
I don't want to do no goddamn TED
Bro,
Talks.
you out here trying to save the world, motherfucker. Just make them laugh.
It's not saving the world.
Andy said I'd open for either one of y'all. Man, you better hush, Andy Huggins. You are comedy royalty.
Andy, you got a clean 15? I don't give a damn.
You are so fucking stupid. So Kevin Hart is your guy? I mean, I can't even.
But I teeter, honest truth, I teeter back and forth. Right now it's Kevin Hart, just for what I'm going through.
Yeah.
But I teeter back and forth with Chappelle and Burr.
Yeah.
I mean,
for me, it's Burr.
Back and forth with them.
Because Burr is everything we've talked about and more, right? Like Burr speaks the truth. He makes you feel it. He makes you laugh your fucking ass off. Some of it is just raw ass, silly jokes. Some of it you're like, damn, he's right. Like, I mean, Burr is a master of that. And to me, he's one of those guys like Chappelle, which Chappelle got more into. I mean, Chappelle don't even really do comedy anymore, if we're being honest. Chappelle comes out and talks to you, and he's going to say some funny shit. He's going to move you, but I don't think Chappelle right now feels like he has to come out and tell jokes, and he still has a platform. And that's awesome because we don't, I mentioned this a while back. There's no great orators like there used to be in the 60s and 70s, right? You had the Martin Luther Kings of the world. You had the Malcolm X's of the world. You had guys, Huey P. Newton. You had guys that could go up and talk and move an entire people. And we don't have that anymore. I mean, even, and you're going to laugh at this, but even Ronald Reagan, when you listen to a speech of his as he was president, he moved you like JFK moved you. There were people that we don't have that anymore.
You're right. Reagan was like, we're putting the crack in the homes of the Negroes.
Trickle down economics.
And it's going to trickle down.
But I mean, like now we have Chappelle and everybody listens. You may agree or disagree, but you listen because there is nobody that we 100%. Listen to anymore. So I think it's a beautiful thing, man. But I mean, if I had to answer that question, I think Burr might be my guy. And it's not because he's white. It's not because Chappelle's that guy, but he's not as funny right now. Chappelle's not funny right now. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah, I mean, keep in mind, I've never laughed at, just to be honest, I've never laughed at any Dave Chappelle specials.
Really?
I've only admired them.
Yeah.
Like, this is what the fuck. Like it's something that, like, you know, it's like seeing something you'll never be. So you just like,
yeah, you're like, I'm never gonna be that good.
Like, yeah, you're like, this is insane. Like, I can't like how he's setting everything up and how it's going. It's like it does. I will agree, it doesn't make me laugh, but it doesn't. Well, Andy's not gonna like this. It doesn't not make me laugh like Bill Hicks does make me laugh. Bill Hicks is not.
I told Andy that. I said, Bill never made me laugh. I appreciate what he did. Carlin never made me laugh. Bill Hicks never made me laugh. I'll admit, lately, Chappelle doesn't make me laugh. A guy like Bill Burr, a guy like Mike Epps, Kevin Hart made me laugh for a while. What they do, I was just talking about. Damn, Tennessee Kid. Nate Bargatze makes me laugh. I mean, there's guys right now in the game, like Ali makes me laugh. Dusty Slay makes me fucking die laughing. That dude is so funny. And those are the new, but yeah, I mean, there doesn't always
Bill
have.
Hicks? No.
Yeah.
No, not happening.
Well,
I mean, he made you laugh in the car and shit, Andy, but that doesn't fucking.
It's totally different. Put that shit on a special. Bro, it's 401. We got to bounce. I really enjoyed this, man. I know a lot of times we do silly shit, but this was real, man. And I appreciate you being open and honest and having this kind of conversation with me. This was good.
I can't wait. I'm glad you had me. Can't wait for you to text me that I overshared. And that I'll never be back.
Only thing I'm going to text you is next time I come to you, have a goddamn shirt on. Nobody wants to see them awful ass nipples. Nobody. No, this was, I really appreciated this, man. This was a good talk. And what I meant by all of this, if I summed it up in one sentence, is I want to encourage you to go out and achieve the greatness that we all see you having you.
Thanks, Barry. I really appreciate that. And I want you to do the same. But
nobody sees greatness in me, Trey. Shut the fuck up. Yo, that's Tre Tutson. How can the people follow you on social media?
At Tre Tutson on all things digital. And if you in Houston, May 20th, I'm doing another Tutson Interruption. It'll be at Rudyard's every third Thursday of every month. So the next one is May 20th.
Who's going to be? You usually have a comedian. It's kind of like Kill Tony in a way, right? It's like a comic comes up, they do their set, and you fuck with them. You basically get to heckle them through the whole show.
Yeah,
which is why I would never do this fucking show.
Way better. You would love it. You would love it.
I don't want to do a show where you interrupt me, motherfucker, while I'm doing my jokes.
I'm not gonna do it while you doing the joke. Once your joke ends, then I'm gonna say.
I want us to be friends when we're done.
You ain't gonna hate me. You're gonna be like, I gotta do that show again. I got 3 new bits out of it.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess you would have to ask me first.
Just to sum it up, it's right. Hey, Barry, you want to do it, man?
No, bitch, not now. Not if I got to invite myself. Fuck you. No, I don't want to do that raggedy ass show.
Best way to describe it for comics. It's a workshop for veteran comics. It's a nightmare for new comics.
Yeah. I would agree with that. That's probably a really good sentiment. Yeah. Okay.
There you go, motherfucker.
All right. Yo, that's Tre Tutson, man. I appreciate you, homie. Good shit.
Thanks, Barry. Be
All
good.
Right. Yes, sir. And that is the end of Barry on Deck on a Whisker Wednesday, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Fuck you too, Trey. Raggedy bitch. Get your ass up. Hey, this is a fun show, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Trey, man, such an interesting dude. You know, you can have a show with Trey where he talks about being a bundle of unfuckables and having threesomes with his wife, and then we can sit down and have a philosophical conversation about life and comedy. That's why I love that dude, man. He's so interesting. He's going to be great. Make sure you follow him and keep up with him. Tomorrow, Kelly Eco joins me to talk Rockets. I saw in the chat while Trey and I were talking comedy that there's some shit going on with the Astros. Without being able to vouch for it myself, I'll find out, but apparently might be some issues with COVID. We'll look into that. Until tomorrow, you guys, when we do it all again and we're going to have some more fun. I still got some stuff we need to get to that's going to be a good time. So until then, go tell a friend about the show. You be safe. You be kind. And most importantly, love each other. I'll see y'all tomorrow.